Rhea Ripley sends a forward message after missing this week's WWE Raw. Rhea Ripley was absent from this week's edition of WWE Raw and only appeared via a video package. On X/Twitter, she sent a forward message ahead of the Money in the Bank Premium Live event. Ripley qualified for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match after defeating Kairi, Sane, and Zoey Stark in a triple threat match. Unfortunately, Stark suffered a gruesome injury midway through the match and was unable to finish it. On X/Twitter, Ripley sent a forward message, hyping up the upcoming Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. She will be joined by Roxanne Perez, Alexa Bliss, and 3 other superstars. Rhea Ripley is a 2-time WWE Women's World Champion. Her historic 380 reign as champion ended after WrestleMania XL, when she was attacked backstage by Liv Morgan and suffered a legitimate injury. On January 6, 2025, on the Raw on Netflix premiere, she defeated Morgan to become a 2-time WWE Women's World Champion. However, she lost the title to IYO SKY on the March 3 episode of Monday Night Raw. The loss marked the end of her second reign as champion, forcing her to walk into WrestleMania 41 as the challenger, alongside Bianca Belair in a triple threat match, which she lost. Women deserve better. WWE's Rhea Ripley takes a stand for women wrestlers by slamming hypocritical fans. WWE star Rhea Ripley, who has been facing backlash and criticism over the past 6 months since returning from injury, vehemently slammed her fans for criticizing women wrestlers in WWE. Ripley has taken a firm stand against women's wrestlers, who most of the time have to be the victims of scathing comments and criticisms. She has called out hypocritical wrestling fans for degrading successful women. Ripley has stated in her comments that women deserve better and tore them down in a new social media post. Rhea Ripley slams hypocritical fans for criticizing women wrestlers. WWE superstar Rhea Ripley has slammed and called out hypocritical fans for criticizing women wrestlers. She has taken on the trolls and disagreed with her fans for passing scathing comments on women who are into wrestling. Ripley has vented out her frustration by taking it to her social media to address what she perceives as disguised criticisms masquerading as support for women's wrestling. In a recent post on X, Ripley highlighted the contradictory nature of some fans' comments. In the post, she said, "While these fans claim that women deserve better, they simultaneously make disrespectful remarks such as 'she's sleeping with her boss,' 'she should retire,' and 'she doesn't deserve it.'" Ripley's post highlights and speaks about the potential challenges that female wrestlers face in gaining genuine respect within the industry. In her post on X, Rhea wrote, "Women's wrestling fan, women deserve better, same breath. She's sleeping with her boss, that's why she's where she is, she should retire, she doesn't deserve it, she's handed everything and never worked for anything, I hope she gets injured. You guys are the real reason it's so difficult to be taken seriously as a women's wrestler. If you put as much effort into your own miserable lives as you put into degrading successful women, then maybe you would accomplish something yourself." However, this isn't the first time that Rhea Ripley has taken a stand for fellow women wrestlers. The Eradicator has always been vocal about the obstacles and challenges women encounter in the business of professional wrestling. Previously, in an interview, Rhea stated also that women are being taken for granted, I think. The women in WWE, we've come a very, very long way. We've overcome a lot of obstacles that were put in the way, and it's been growing each and every year. Mommy further emphasized that in recent times one of the biggest hurdles has been getting people to take female wrestlers seriously. She further added, "I think that was the biggest obstacle, just getting people to sort of take us seriously. For the longest time, people joked about us being the toilet break, which is just plain disrespectful. Especially when the women go out there and we leave everything that we have out in the ring, and we go just as hard as the men do, so don't treat us with that disrespect. So we're making people realize that we can go just as hard as the men and if not harder." Source: Fightful. Backstage news on the finish of Rhea Ripley vs. Kairi Sane after Zoey Stark's injury. Update on Roxanne Perez and Julia. As you know by now, Zoey Stark sustained a significant knee injury during her match on last night's episode of WWE Raw. Due to the injury, she was pulled from the scheduled triple threat Money in the Bank qualifying match against Kairi Sane and Rhea Ripley. The incident occurred when Stark attempted a missile dropkick but landed awkwardly, causing her knee to bend unnaturally. Ringside officials immediately checked on her before she was helped to the back by medical staff. She was later transported to a local hospital for further evaluation.